A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Dear students, welcome in Pakistan International School Type, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Virtual Learning System Session 2020. This is English for Grade 7, Guided English, Chapter 17, Insects and Diseases. Insects and Disease. Reading and explanation and exercise. Inshallah, this is our target today. I'm your teacher, Adnan Sabir Birsa. So let's start our lesson. Page number 94, Insects and Disease. Many pupils means students, many pupils in school think of science as just another subject on the timetable containing more facts to be learned. This is wrong. Science does not mean believing and remembering what other people tell us. The real scientist examines facts in order to find out the truth for himself. This is called the scientific method. A book called Insects and Disease by E.B. Edney begins by explaining this scientific method. This book tells you something about insects and diseases which they carry to men. It also describes how scientific method have helped men to control many of these diseases carrying insects and to prevent the diseases from spreading. These methods have stopped some of the diseases altogether. For a long time, scientists have been at work finding out first the causes of different diseases and then which insects carry the diseases. In spite of many successes scientists have had, much remains to be done. We can all help in this work. In fact, if we do not help, the work of fighting diseases and harmful insects is certain to fail. We shall read in this book why that is true and how we can help. Yes. Before saying anything about the various diseases and the insects that carry them, let us see how scientists work and what is meant by scientific method. In these days, we hear a lot about science, but scientists, the men and the women who do the work and make the discoveries, seem distant and strange to us. Science often appears to be very difficult and sometimes even a kind of magic. Certainly, we feel we shall never be able to understand how it works. It is different, of course, but I think we are wrong if we believe that we cannot understand it. The chief thing about the scientific method is that we get the answer to questions by making tests in order to find out. We do not just guess the answer or believe what anybody tells us. In fact, in simple ways, we all use scientific method every day. Let us take a simple example: the man who finds that this bicycle tire is flat. There are several possible causes for this. Perhaps he has not used the bicycle for a long time. In this case, he need only pump in some more air. Let us suppose that he does that. He finds that 1 hour later the tire is again flat. He can then be sure that something is really out of order. Perhaps air is escaping from the valve, although the valve ought to keep the air in. Perhaps there is a small hole in the tube itself, or perhaps the tube is so old that the air is slowly escaping from all parts of it. Unless he makes tests, the man cannot be certain which of these is real cause of the flat tire. If he is wise, he will first test the valve in the water. Let's suppose that he does it and finds out that air is in fact escaping from it. If he puts in a new piece of valve rubber and then pumps mm, the tire, all should be well again. In this way, the man is using a simple form of scientific method. If the man just guesses that a new tube is needed, he will spend money on a new tube and he will have all the trouble of taking off the wheel to put on the new tube when only a new wall rubber was wanted. The man's money has been spent and his work done without any need. If he were very unscientific, a man might even say to himself that an evil spirit had caused the tire to go flat. Then he might not even try to mend it. He might think it necessary to buy a new bicycle altogether. To behave in that way would be an example of opposite to the scientific method. An example is to be found in the word malaria. Malaria means bad air, and the disease was given this name long ago because people guessed that it was caused by bad smells. The real cause is quite different, and we shall see how scientific scientists found and proved the real cause. From the very simple example of the flat tire, we have seen that scientific method is not only for the use of few people called scientists, but something which we can all use with advantage. But patience and hard, careful work are necessary to reach the truth, especially when we are trying to find out the cause of disease and other difficult questions. Now, students, this is the end of reading section. Now, you see this corona virus. It is very much similar to the malaria or these types of viruses. So scientists are working on it, and but unfortunately, no such cause has been finalized. So exercise is comprehension and vocabulary. Exercise A. Each of the statements are true and false. The answer keys are given for sure. Number one. Another name of disease is illness. True. Insects carry disease to men. True. Three. Scientific method have had to control all insects that carry disease. Untrue. Four. Nowadays disease no longer spread. Not true. Untrue. Five. Some diseases have vanished completely as a result of scientific method. True. Six. When fighting a disease, the first thing the scientist does is to find the insect that carries the disease. Untrue. Seven. All these diseases have the same cause. No. Untrue. Eight. Our help is needed in preventing disease. True. Nine. Science is a kind of magic. Not untrue. 10. Science is difficult to understand. Yes and no. True and untrue. 11. The writer think that we can all learn to understand science. True. 12. A scientist never guesses. True and untrue. There are both answers. He can guess, but he will find out also. Something is common, but common sense is not common for everyone. Make a list of possible causes of the bicycle tire being flat. Put them in the order in which they should be tested. Number one, might have a slow leak if the bicycle has remained unused for a long time. Two, the valve of the tire could be damaged. Three, there could be a puncture in the tube. Number four, the tube could be very old, permitting the air to escape from all around. Five, the tube could have got cut or pinched against the rim while going over a uh, path in the road. Exercise C. One man makes tests to find the cause of tire being flat. One man thinks that an evil spirit has made the tire go flat. Another guesses that a new tube is needed. Which of the men is the most scientific? Which is the least scientific? Number two, explain why malaria is not good name for the disease. Number one, the most scientific man in the is the one who makes tests to find out the cause of the flat tire. The least scientific is the one who thinks that a tire has gone flat because of an evil spirit. Number two, it is a poor name for disease because it came from the people guessing that the disease was caused by bad air. The word malaria means the bad air. Scientists later discovered that malaria has nothing at all to do with air. Language structure. The past perfect tense. I, you, we, they, he, she, it, had, finished, gone home, already left, when the whistle blew, or before they arrived. The present perfect tense tells us that an action is complete now. I have written 2 letters. The letters are now written. The past perfect tense tells us that an action was completed at a certain time in the past. By 9 o'clock last night, I had written 2 letters. Often it is used to show that one action took place before the another. After I had eaten my supper, I had my homework. Exercise A. Language structure. Exercise A. 5 questions, 5 answers. Reply to these questions in complete sentences using the perfect tense. What did you do after you had arrived at school this morning? After I had arrived at school this morning, I went to the hockey field to watch the match. Number two, what happened after you had reached home yesterday? After I reached home yesterday, my neighbors came looking for their toddler. Number three, what did you do this morning after you had eaten your breakfast? After I had eaten my breakfast, I had mother wash the dishes. Number four, what did your teacher say after he or she had read your last English homework? After my teacher had read my last English homework, she praised my effort. Number five, what did you do after you had entered the classroom this morning? After I had entered the classroom this morning, I moved my desk close to the teachers. All the sentences yes. All the sentences in the last exercise began with after. When is used in a similar way. When I had finished, I went home. Exercise B. Say what happened in complete sentences when you had. Number one, opened the book, greeted all my friends, finished the last exercise, answered all the questions, washed my hands, read the notice, taken my books out of the desk, filled my fountain pen, signed the letter, put a stamp on the envelope. Number one, when I had opened the book, comma, the teacher walked into the classroom. Number two, when I had greeted all my friends, comma, I sat down at my desk. When I had finished the last exercise, comma, the lights went out. Number four, when I had answered all the questions, comma, the headmaster asked for book, full stop. Five, when I had washed my hands, comma, my mother served me food, full stop. Six, when I had read the notice, comma, the bell rang. Number seven, when I had taken my books out of the desk, comma, the monitor collected them, full stop. Number eight, when I had filled my fountain pen, comma, the ink bottle toppled over. Number nine, when I had signed the letter, comma, my sister sealed it. Number 10, when I had put a stamp on the envelope, comma, my father posted it. Another word often used with past perfect tense is just. When my mother came home, I had just finished my homework. That is, I had finished only a moment before she came in. Notice the position of just, had just finished. Complete the sentence by adding the past perfect tense of the verb given with just. These are the answer keys. I had just reached the gates when they were closed. Number two, we had just begun the lesson when the message came. Number three, when the teacher told us to stop, I had just finished. Number four, I had just got the ball when the whistle blew. Number five, we had just left the house when I began to rain. When it began to rain. Number six, I had just opened the newspaper when the telephone rang. Number seven, I had just answered the telephone when the doorbell rang. Number eight, I had I had just sat down when the telephone rang again. Number nine, when they arrived, comma, the show had just begun. Number 10, when the bell rang, I had just finished the exercise. Now, the next tense is past perfect continuous tense. I had been writing. You had been writing, etc. This is used for an action that took place before a certain time in the past and which went on for some time. When you arrived, I had been writing for 2 hours. Now, exercise D, 8 sentences. Add the past perfect continuous tense of the verb given. They are given in the brackets in the last. When he at last arrived, I had been writing for 15 minutes. Number two, when the examination ended, they had been writing for 2 hours without stopping. Number three, I had been hoping that he would invite me. At last he did. And at last he did. Number four, the boys had been practicing for 10 minutes when the master arrived. Number five, we were all surprised, for nobody had been expecting this to happen. Number six, he had been thinking hard for 10 minutes when suddenly he found the answer. Number seven, after they had been walking for some time, they stopped for a rest. Number 8. After he had been reading for a while, he came upon a difficult word. Useful words and phrases. Keep. Try to keep your temper. You mustn't keep things that don't belong to you. He has to keep his family, support them means please keep that news to yourself, don't tell to anyone. The teacher kept me behind after school, kept me behind after the school. Don't give up, keep on trying. That does not keep in hot weather. Please don't keep bothering me doing it again and again. Will you keep an eye on my bicycle while I'm gone? Watch over. How are you keeping these days? Exercise. Say these sentences in another way using keep. Yes. I will look after your books while you are away. I will keep I will keep your books while you are away. Number 2. You will secure you will succeed if you continue to try. You will succeed if you keep on trying. Number 3. Your health how is your health? Number 3. How are you keeping? Fourth, she never loses her temper. She always keeps her temper. Number 5, the doctor made me stay in bed. The doctor kept me in bed. 6, the brother supports the whole family. My brother, it is my brother. My brother supports the whole family. My brother keeps the whole family. Number 7, fish does not stay fresh very long. Fish does not keep for very long. Fish does not keep very long. 8. He borrowed a fountain pen and did not return it. He borrowed a fountain pen and kept it. Number 9. He continually asked questions. He kept asking questions. Number 10. He did not tell it to anyone. He kept it to himself. He kept it a secret. So, dear students, this is the end of this exercise and the end of your lessons before the summer vacation. Unfortunately, due to this emergency situation with regard to COVID-19 epidemic, coronavirus, the the vacations could not be continued. We tried our best to deliver you your lessons online so that the teacher-student relationship is maintained and your teaching learning process is also maintained. And Alhamdulillah, with the great vision of our Baddi principal, Mr. Kaisar Khan, we are successful in delivering the lessons. So, inshallah, see you in the class. We wish you to see in the class. If not in the class, then we'll continue again the online lessons. So, dear students, finish your exercises in your notebooks, in your copy, and learn them. Inshallah, you will also get your homework. Keep studying, keep the precautionary measures which I have been telling you, and all people around you have been telling you. So keep yourself safe, stay home, stay blessed, take care of yourself, and
Eid ul Adha and Hajj Mubarak to you in advance. Inshallah, see you after the summer vacation. So that's all from me for now. So best of luck. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.